Today's gospel is commonly called Peter's rehabilitation gospel because it's intentionally meant to mirror what he did when he betrayed Jesus. Sometimes we forget Judas Iscariot was not the only one that betrayed Jesus during his passion. Simon Peter betrayed him in a sense too, because he denied him 3 times. And why did St. Peter deny Jesus 3 times? He did it because he was afraid. If at that moment he had admitted that he was one of Jesus' followers, he probably would have ended up being crucified right alongside Jesus instead of the 2 thieves that we know of being crucified. Could very well have been St. Peter instead in that moment. St. Peter was afraid. He denied Jesus and in a sense betrayed him in that particular moment. So what's happening in this particular gospel is Jesus is not testing St. Peter, which sometimes it can seem like. He's not trying to shame him by reminding him of, oh yeah, you betrayed me, you denied me 3 times, and so now I'm going to stick it to you by distressing you of asking 3 times. He's trying to strengthen him. Peter got hit in a weak spot. And God knows our weak spots even better than we do. But the enemy knows our weak spots as well. One of St. Ignatius's 14 rules of discernment for the week 1 of the spiritual exercises is what's called the fortress rule, that the enemy probes us in those places where we are weak, and what we're supposed to do in those moments is acknowledge in humility where we're weak and shore up that place. If a general knew that his fortress that was being besieged had a weak spot, he would direct more troops to that place. He would put some kind of a fortification into that place. He would do something to shore up that area. And so we're called to do that as well. And that's what Jesus is doing for St. Peter in today's gospel. He's saying, this is your weak spot, Peter. This is where the enemy hit you before, and this is where the enemy is going to hit you again unless I strengthen you into this place. So when Peter is distressed by that 3rd time, and he says, yes, Lord, you can almost hear that anguish that St. Peter expresses. Yes, Lord, you know that I love you. Jesus has just revealed to St. Peter his weak spot. And Peter, in his distress, realizes, wow, this is my weak spot. And so now he knows, and he has an awareness of that weak spot, so he can be strong instead. And Jesus acknowledges even that St. Peter has been strengthened in that area, and he's not going to fall to the same attack of the enemy that he did previously when he says that prophecy that he's going to essentially be crucified. He says, now that you're strong in this area, now that you see your weakness and you've invited me into it, you'll be strong in that moment when you need to be strong. All of us have those weak spots. Every one of us has that places where the enemy knows if he hits us in exactly that right place, we'll turn away from God. We'll deny God just as St. Peter denied God when he got hit in his weak spot. So the first thing in humility is to acknowledge, what's my weak spot? And to say, Lord, I invite you into that. Shore me up in this place where I am weak, so that the next time the enemy tries to hit me in that place, he'll be hitting you instead, and I'll be able to resist that by your grace.